Hey there, YouTube people. I know seed haul videos are quite popular. I am sad to say that I kind of neglected doing that throughout the fall and winter last year. So here we are. Now, keep in mind, I have already planted out my starter tray of eggplant and peppers, and I think I put some ground cherries in there as well. And so some of these were new, but I have opened these packages, so it's not like a unboxing type of seed haul video, but just basically what I've gotten through purchases and through trades since last fall. And so I will start actually with the peppers and eggplants that are relatively new. And one variety, I really cut down my varieties of eggplants this year. So we're doing 3 varieties of eggplant. So just 5 slots in a 50 cell tray. So 5 cells. And 3 of those are of one kind because they are a smaller variety that are conducive to container gardens. So the first variety that I planted was this Thai long green. And then good standby of Rosita. And then this is the one that I planted the most of, and these are the Jewel Marble. These are small, striped, and they looked really delicious, so I opted to go with those. And then as for new peppers that I planted out this year, did Pippin's Golden Honey, a Rose Camboyo, and then from Evan's Place Heirloom Seed House, Diablo Licino, I don't know, Diablo Licino pepper. I think this is a sweet, well, of course it's Italian, but I'm not exactly sure if it's sweet or hot. I don't remember that, so we'll have to wait and see, because honestly I don't remember. And then through trading, I always ask for chamomile. Last year I started, I think, 10 pots of chamomile, and I sold out. I didn't even get to grow any. And so this year I'm really upping my chamomile production, and I want different types. So I put it on my wish list in a couple of groups, and somebody was kind enough to send me an entire pack of it, of German chamomile, and I am grateful for that. And then somebody else, I believe this was a trade for stamps, and they offered Moroccan coriander or Moroccan cilantro. Now here, Moroccan cilantro. And I said, yeah, I would like that. And so they sent me almost a full pack. I thought that was really cool. And let's see here. I wanted just some regular old-fashioned zucchini because I've got all these rare types. I didn't have any just regular zucchini. So somebody sent me an entire pack of Ford Hook zucchini, which I thought was really cool. And then again, for kale, I got this completely full pack from last year of high mowing meadowlark kale. Seed traders are some of the most generous people on the planet. And that's why I absolutely love to trade seeds. And then, of course, I did several Baker Creek orders. And as we're going along, I don't see one of my free packs of seeds. And if I don't find it in this stack here, then I'll let you know what that was at the end, because I thought that was really cool. I hadn't ever seen that before. This was one of my most requested squash to start again this year for my plant sale, and that is the Zucchino Rampicante. And then I needed to get some lettuce. Lettuce is one of those seeds that it doesn't last that long. Unless you store it like in a freezer or whatnot. It just doesn't remain viable. So people are like, well, and they're like, well, I'll trade you for, I have this lettuce, I'll trade you for tomatoes. And I'm like, no, thank you. I won't do that, because unless it's properly stored, it's not going to germinate. So it's like, it would be more honest just to ask me if I'll give you tomato seeds. So I do tend to buy lettuce every year. I don't buy a whole lot because I'm the only one in this household that eats it. Well, besides my birds, they would really like to get into the lettuce, especially those hissing cobra chickens, aka geese. But let's see, I bought the tennis ball. It's a butter variety, really like that kind. And then Baker Creek put out a brand new one this year, and it's called Lava Lamp Romaine, and that is so pretty. And I like different colored lettuces like that. And then I think in that order, I also bought the lettuce leaf basil. Yeah, and again, I don't see where my free pack of seeds is. We'll just keep going on, and if I don't find them, then I'll let you know at the end. Well, I guess I'll let you know now because they are not in here. With the lettuce leaf basil and the 2 lettuces that I ordered, they sent me a pack of Alice's Dream tomatoes, and they're really pretty. And I've actually not grown those yet, so that was really cool. And they're around somewhere. I just don't see them. And then I did an order. I asked my husband Bob which of the new zinnias he really liked, and we both hit on this color. We both really liked it. And this is the Dream Deep Rosy Lavender. It is such a pretty color. And then in this weekend, we'll be starting cabbage. So I got the, oh boy, Violacio di Verona. Isn't that stunning? That is just a pretty cabbage no matter how you look at it. And then I want to do some fennel. And Baker Creek had this new variety called Waden Roman. And it just looks like those fennel bulbs are incredibly huge. And then they sent me Purple Prince zinnias for free seed, which was awesome. Okay. I'll save these 2. Hang on. And then kohlrabi flower speck. It's such a vibrant purplish color on the kohlrabi bulbs. Oh, my geese are going at it out there. I have a female Emden, and she's sitting on a nest of 4 eggs, and so they get a little bit vocal. I got seeds for these a couple of years ago, and it was just a few. I think I got like 5 seeds, and all 5 germinated. I did grow out to save for seed, and planted them out here, and that was when we got stung in one of our first 2 years here with really bad soil. Guaranteed, it'll help you grow vegetables and stuff, and we bought it in bulk, by the cubic yard. I think we bought total, I think that company got us for like 6 or 7 cubic yards of this junk soil, and I wound up losing every seed of this that I had. So I ordered some from Baker Creek, and that's the purple potted pole beans. And then for those of you that don't know, I was just diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in September, and so I'm still on this journey to figure out what I can eat, because diabetes, you can't just fit that in a convenient box and classify everybody as, well, this is what you can eat and this is what you can't, because every single diabetic's body reacts differently to things. Some diabetics cannot eat dried beans. However, they don't seem to affect my blood sugar negatively, so I eat them. And we made some diabetic-friendly chili a while back, and it was absolutely delicious. So I told Bob, I was like, why pay to get these black beans, 'cause that's what we put in there, when we can just grow them? So I ordered a pack of their black turtle beans, and we're going to just grow some this year. All right. Then in a slow swap in a seed group that I belong to, it was put up that if you accepted the offer, you could pick 1 pack of seeds from Baker Creek up to $5. So I accepted the offer, and picked up a pack of whirlybird rose nasturtiums. Nasturtiums are my absolute favorite flower to grow. People don't realize those things are a superfood. The flowers are edible, but I don't like them. I don't like the way they taste. So I let them go to seed, and then I collect the seeds and I put them in a pickle brine, and I use them as a caper substitute. So it works out really well. And then the green leaves, I turn those into pesto, store that in the freezer. And then if we make meatloaf or you make spaghetti sauce or whatever, you can add a couple, tablespoons of that pesto into your sauce. You can't detect the flavor because the leaves do taste like the flowers, but it really bumps up your nutritional value. So yeah, I grow a lot of nasturtiums. And then a lady she wanted to trade full packs of these Baker Creek seeds for rare tomatoes. So I did that, and I got a pack of these Job's Tears. I do not know if these will grow here. I have no idea, but I'm going to give it a whirl. I'm going to try a couple in the greenhouse, a couple maybe in the grow tunnel, and then a couple outside and see how they do. But those are so pretty. It's like living beads. And that's my Baker Creek stuff. Next, I did an order from Small House Farms. And the person that owns that place is named Bevan Cohen. Really great guy. I highly recommend everybody go visit his site at www.smallhousefarm.com. He's got some really rare stuff there. And the one thing that I'm not going to show you, because I'd asked my husband to pull those out before he left and he did not, is I ordered 2 packs of Egyptian walking onion bulbils from him, bulblets or whatever you call them. And I'm going to expand my Egyptian walking onions, and hopefully either next year or the following year I will be able to offer those for sale at my plant sale, and that's what my plan is. And from Bevan, I really upped my bean collection as well. I kind of concentrated on the beans more this year as far as my purchased seeds, because peppers and tomatoes and stuff, I can trade for a lot of those. Some I can't, some of them I do buy, But anyway, I got some Harson's Island pole beans, and there's his logo and his website. And then Ukrainian pole beans. Grandma Robert's purple potted pole. And then these were just stunning to look at on his website. And these are called crepe beans, and these are a pole variety. And so I was really happy to get those. Pardon me. I've been dealing with some health issues. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, you already know. In December, I was in the hospital. Pardon me. So December, okay, let's backtrack to September. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I did not realize that I had it. I had no clue. I woke up in the middle of the night with my chest feeling really funny with a weird pressure in my jaw. Had my husband call the ambulance. They took me to the ER. I was in AFib, blood sugar of almost 500, my A1C 12.5. And so I was in ICU and then in the hospital for, I think, 3 or 4 days over that. And then fast forward to December, exactly 3 months later, and I get hospitalized again with bacterial pneumonia. So 2025 was the year of yikes. But I can say that I lost like 50 pounds through diet alone, and that was really great. Where am I going with all that? It has wreaked havoc on my respiratory system, because I already had severe COPD, emphysema. I've been on oxygen. Well, anyway, I started getting bloody noses, but they're really far back, so they don't come out the blood doesn't come out my nose. It goes down the back of my throat into my mouth and so forth. And when it's not bleeding, then anyways, yeah, I get a lot of congestion and coughing and stuff. So if you notice that this video gets paused, it's because I have to cough really bad. So with that that explanation that probably nobody cares about, and I understand that if you don't. I did a bean order from Russ Crowe. His website is called beancollectorswindow.com. He is the admin of my group Heirloom Bean Addicts Anonymous, and he's probably got one of the most comprehensive bean collections on the planet. And I ordered Krejnevik. Now, I ordered these through his Etsy shop, and his Etsy shop is named the same thing, a Bean Collector's Window. And what's great about the way that he packages his stuff is that you can see it. And those are stunning. And then Volga German Siberian. And these are all, this is, let's see, these are both pole varieties right here, the Volga and the Krishna, that one. I don't want to say it again. And I just, one of the things, people think that I love tomato, which I do. I absolutely love tomatoes. I love the diversity of tomatoes. Bob actually got me a shirt for Valentine's Day that's got like a old 80s style picture of a tomato, and it says Tomato Whisperer on it, and I just think it's great. But as much as I love tomatoes, this is my first love in the garden is beans. And I got this variety called Skunk River Trout. So pretty. Love those. And then this variety, it's a German variety, Rotzebier Bone, I think is how you pronounce it, or it's something to that effect. But I just, the colors, my God, it's just, the variety of bean colors is just incredible. Anyhow, did a wish list for Italian dandelion. This is not actually dandelion, it's chicory, but it grows really well, and I was able to successfully grow it several years in a pot, and it produces, I never ate it, but it produces the most pretty purple flowers. And so I want to grow it again just for the flowers, and the bees loved it. I don't know, maybe my hissing cobra chickens, aka geese, will like it too. I don't know. And then I did some sweet cherry red peppers, or sweet red cherry peppers. Those got planted out. These 4 pepper seeds here, these all got planted out this year. Did black Moroccan jalapeno. I did some snow white dwarf jalapeno. And sleazy yeezy jalapeno. Yeah, that's a thing. And it really is. There is a, I thought, now somebody renamed something, that's ridiculous. But I bought it anyway because I thought it was funny. But no, it's actually a thing. There is a variety called sleazy yeezy. And it's funny. Something else I wanted to get more into and grow more of, because I cannot eat pasta. That is one of the things that really does send my blood sugar into orbit, and that is spaghetti squash. So I did that on a wish list. And then cabbage. Can't have enough cabbage with these cobra chickens. So early golden acre. And then somebody else had sent me some whirlybird rose nasturtiums for my wish list. That was pretty funny. And Rudbeckia. I don't know which one that is though. And then I got this. It's called a jal tomate, or jal tomato. It's, I had to look it up. It's quite unusual. That don't belong in there. Because, and neither does, oh, that one does, no. Those are not new. I apologize. I got some lamb's quarter. A lot of lamb's quarter. Because I want to grow a lot of lamb's quarter. And then when I said I needed to grow a big patch of collards for my birds, all the birds, because not just the geese like these, but all the birds, the chickens, the turkey, the guineas. I don't know if the peacocks like them or not, but I got this huge bag of Bates collard greens, which will be very cool. keep seeing these things that don't belong in here. And this is Mocha Moon Hibiscus. I'll wind up trading those off. I can't grow hibiscus here. We are not in the correct climate. Yellow Gerber daisies. Again, nothing that I'm really that interested in, but what it was like a mystery swap. And that's fine. You don't know what you're going to get, and sometimes you get pleasantly surprised, and sometimes it's just stuff that you're not going to grow. And so I set it over to the side, and I either trade it for stuff that I will grow, or I give it to people that are new and they need seeds. This is Zinnia Cut and Come Again variety. Definitely grow that. Polar Bear White Zinnias. Butterscotch nasturtium. Those look pretty. These Seacom cucumbers. We grew Punicura last year and absolutely loved them. The birds loved them. We loved them. So we will be doing a lot more Punicura. But this is kind of along that lines. And then I have another variety, I believe, in here. I'll get to that. Italian flatleaf parsley, which I needed some. Garlic chives. I want to plant out a patch of those. Oh boy, I got these all in a box. Bear with me here. And then of course they get caught under box flaps and stuff like that. It never fails. Alrighty. And then somebody sent me these. These again will go into the stack of, if somebody's starting out and they want seeds. Jack-o'-lantern, it's just not anything I would grow. And then Rudbeckia, I don't know what that says. Herta or something, maybe. Goldilocks Rudbeckia. Pink coneflower. I maybe give that one a whirl. Stokes Purple Aster. Probably grow that one too. This one, this is Yellow Daisy Marguerite. This is also known as Kelway Chamomile, just so you know. So it's an all yellow chamomile variety. That goes over there. Got confetti cilantro, a few seeds of that. Artichokes. Orange Cosmos. And these are kind of old. Oh well, I'll throw them out there, see what they do. Here's that cucumber variety. It's called a Gagon cucumber. It's the new variety that Baker Creek came out with this year. And it is one of those yellowish, cool looking cucumbers. So I'm pretty anxious to try that. Watermelon radish. We got to get some radishes seeded out. Just some chamomile, and I'm at the point I don't care what kind of chamomile it is. I'll probably put that in a pot, put it over to the side, and keep that one for myself. That way everybody else can get the Zloty Lan or whatever. And then I wanted some lemongrass. That's for me. Let's see. More Italian parsley. More garlic chives. Oh. Pot marigold calendula. That I can pretty much guarantee came from Nicotovka seeds in Ukraine. And then more garlic chives. I want to do a couple pots of those and see how they sell. I've got plans for garlic chives. I want some here. Blue Hubbard squash. Uzbek golden carrot. I've had those. Those are good. And Florence fennel, which is another bulbing type of fennel, which I am not even opposed to growing. I will grow that in a heartbeat. It's bronze fennel that I don't want anywhere around me because that stuff does get invasive here in western Washington state. And then I ordered these purple Romagna artichokes, and they're very pretty. And that is all on that part. Oh boy. Everything is falling apart, and then of course I am dropping things. And then we get into, let's see, oh, doesn't belong in here. Then we're gonna get into tomatoes, mostly tomatoes. There's a few things that aren't tomatoes. Got Cascade Village Blue. You can see those. Those are an Anto variety, a Tom Widener variety. Indian Curry. Chocolate Stripes. I put these on my wish list, and these are, oh wow, these are not an older pack. These are a new pack. Climbing Triple Crop. I wanted to really try those. And then Ukrainian Purple. And here's where the fun begins. Oh, my friend Bridget, she's awesome, sent me some lunchbox sweet peppers. I love those things. I eat those every single day for lunch. Made in dinner a lot of the time. Oh, I got some more of these packs. Aha, yes. Patty's striped beefsteak. Bicolors are my favorite. Ubatuba kombucha pepper. I ordered this for no other reason than the name. I like saying Ubatuba. Oh, let's see. We got just their free seed pack heirloom beefsteak mix. And then an heirloom tomato mix, and those I'll probably use as prizes, because with me only being able to grow just so many tomatoes, I don't have room in my garden for surprises. I need to know what I'm planting. Alrighty. Some of these were ordered, some of these were from trades. Little Peeps Microdorf tomato. Oh, let's see. Is that 2-pack? I don't know. I guess it's just one. That's odd. That one is Lacrimal Pate tomato. Zarsky Jubamek tomato. Two of them. This one just says it's an old variety from the village of Kalatina. So I'm calling it Bulgarian Kalatina Village Tomato, because I don't know what the name of it is. Kremlin Chiming Clock. Tatar of Mongolistan. Some of these are okay. Conda Fury. Granny Harriet's Heirloom. That's a Jim Wyant variety, as is Fetterman's Red Devils. This came because I put the Girls Weird Thing on my wish list, in one of my amazing admins from my amazing admin team of Heirloom Tomato Addicts Anonymous. I only have awesome people on there. Luann, her packaging is incredible. I want to hire her to do mine. But anyway, she sent me a pack of Girls Weird Thing tomatoes, and she even gives the history. She just, I mean, what she does there is just incredible. Alrighty. We have Blue Beach. Microdorf Tumbling Tom. I had somebody say, oh, I want hanging basket tomatoes, so it's like, oh, okay. This is a Bill Yoder variety, Ordinary World. Aunt Gretel's Magic Hats. Baby Boomer Microdorf. Harsh Melon of the Vogo Germans. If you remember like way back half an hour ago, I had said something about the Voga German Siberian pole beans, so that's kind of why I wanted that bean variety, is because I already have this tomato, a variety called Trophy, La Vorgine. And these came from a game that we played in Heirloom Tomato Addicts Anonymous. It's called the Deal or No Deal. And I got another Bill Yoder variety, excuse me, called Check It Out. This is part of the Martian series from Klebelhoff. Can't remember the name right off the bat, but it's called Martian Fuhr, which translates into Fairy Tale Fire. This microdorf called Itsy Bitsy Tiny Whiny. Purple Boy microdorf. I really upped my microdorfs this year. Bulgarian Big Pink. George Detsy Kaz Italian Red. Russian Grub. Baxter's Bush Cherry. Himbeer Farbig. That came from a vendor I know over in Germany. Her name is Sabine. And I bought that just because of the name. I thought it was hilarious. This is a Jim Wyatt variety called Bear Claw. Have Booby. I had this on my wish list. Super Sue. Shimo Fury. Fuzzy Wuzzy Microdorf. Oma's Orange. Black Dragon. Verde de las Landes. Another Jim variety called Goose Rock. Chinichka, which translates into blueberry, and that's a microdorf. Got a Soul. Yikes. Sorry about that. Another gem variety, I believe. Old Landing Yellow Rock Gem. Heart of the Desert. Let's see, Mini Marzano. I'll get rid of this stack before they fall over. Gigante Farina, which is Italian for giant wheat, but it is a big red tomato. Another gem variety called Big Mac. Kim's Civil War Oxheart. Eagle Creek Pew Filler, another gem variety. I got B times Macbeth. Canada. Yet another gem variety called Canebrake's Old Farm Pink. Sylvan Guam. Lychee. I don't know if you can hear the geese or not. Sometimes they fight through the fence because we have to have the two African males separated from the two Emden females that are in with the Emden male, because my two boys, Leonard and Sheldon the Africans, like to gang up on my male Emden Georgie, and we're afraid that they'll wind up hurting him really bad, so we had to separate them. So they're in the bachelor pen is what we call it. Jarson 5. Marizal Maroon. Obama. Apparently Invisible. Oh, let's see. Okravaya Vual, which translates into Ochre Vale. Kazula 113. Another Bill Yoder variety called What You Want. Tiny Tim. This one, it's a microdorf. It's called Pearl whatever, however you pronounce that. I have no idea. Then we have Podorock Moi Zine. This one, Harmonic Convergence, at least I can pronounce that one. Got Copia Z. I do not know, nor am I going to try. Yikes. Reinhardt Crafts Purple Sugar. We're getting down to the bottom here. Seraphima. Yes, I repackaged all of my tomato seeds into these coin envelopes like this. That way, when I go and I put them into their slots, or I put them in alphabetical order in a box, they're all the same size, and it's not ridiculous trying to go through everything. Got Captain Myers. And yeah, sometimes I wind up with like 20 Tiny Tims. But you know what? It's as easy as crossing out a couple of envelopes, reusing those for something else, and condensing them all down into one. Got Bronze Pear of Sergeant Pepper. Another gem variety called Cherokee Purple Cherry. Again with the gem tomatoes, Seco Cold Cap. Umpqua Beauty. Martian Zauber. I don't remember what that one is translated to. Pink Sapphire. Beefy Purple. This is a gem variety called Ponderosa Smile. And yet another gem variety, and he said this is the one he's got the most information on. It's a true heirloom. It dates back to the early 1900s, or was it late 1800s? Somewhere around that era. But it's called Redhead. And it's a very well documented variety. He sent me the information. I was like, ah, that's just cool. Because that's why I grow heirlooms, is I love the stories. You know, for 10 years after I heard about this particular variety from Tom Wagner, I have searched for it and I could not find it. So I had put it on my wish list, and somebody's like, oh, I've got that tomato. And it's like, you do? Where'd you get your seeds from? They said, well, I don't remember. Well, knowing how hard it is to find this particular variety, if they couldn't remember where they got their seeds from, I just wasn't interested, and I just had a sneaking suspicion that they were going to take a regular yellow pear and pass it off to me as a Fort Vancouver yellow pear tomato. I finally found it after over 10 years of looking for it. That's where I got it from. I paid dearly for these, and I'm talking dearly. With shipping, and we're talking, they're in, this place is in Western Washington State too. They're north of me. I paid $12 for that pack of seeds, and I don't care. I'm just happy to do it because I really wanted to get those. Okay, let's see here. I have Curly Sue somewhere, and I got that previous to getting these, so I think I already had done that in a seed haul prior. But I got the Curly Magic and the Curly Sugar, and these are F6, so they may not be completely stable, so I may get variations on those. And then let's see, got Red Dead Redemption by Robert. Carl's Emsland Drop. Supposed to be a really tasty cherry variety. Hard to find, but I found it. Rebel Starfighter Sky Blue. And last but not least, this variety is supposed to be pretty next to impossible to find. So I was just tickled pink when I found it, and now I have it in my hot little hand, and I will be growing it out. And I think the powers that be wanted this to remain a pretty exclusive tomato, but I believe in getting stuff out to the masses. So, last but never least, we have Red Trash Panda. So, that concludes my fall and winter seed haul. Like I said, I've gotten my tomato, or not my tomato seeds, what am I talking about? My eggplant and pepper seeds. And then I did one cell of ground cherries because the seeds were old. They were from 2021. And so I don't know if they will grow very well or not, but my plan is to just, if I can get one to grow, I'll be happy with that because I can save seeds from that. But this year I really backed off on my eggplant because around this area, for whatever reason, eggplants, they just don't sell all that well. And I mean, yeah, I have the room. I could put a bazillion eggplants out, but I don't want to because I just don't want to. So I did 3 cells of the jewel marble, 1 cell each of the rosita and the Tai Long green, 1 cell of the ground cherry. And then we did a rose conpoyo, Pippin's golden honey, diavolicchio, let's see, sweet banana, ghostly jalapeno, Megatron, candy cane, orange spice jalapeno, snow white jalapeno, which is a dwarf, sweet red cherry, black Moroccan jalapeno, sleazy easy jalapeno, honey badger, that's not a pepper you hear very much about, matapino, king of the north bell. I did the most of those because they'll sell really well. Early jalapeno, Chernobyl jalapeno, tiger jalapeno, Calabrian, ox heart of Carmagnola, I think, poblano, and stocky golden roaster. So as you can see right there, based off of last year's pepper lineup and stuff, I really did cut back. I didn't really go for any of the super hots except for the honey badger. I think is a super hot, or it's up there if it's not, because I'm trying to be very intentional. I based that list off of what I was requested last year, and people were not buying the super hots. It wasn't something that they were really into. I had a lot of people request jalapenos and bell peppers, and so I really concentrated on my jalapeno varieties this year. I probably should have started maybe some lemon spice too, but I really just didn't get that far into it. Surprisingly, Tabasco peppers around here didn't sell all that well either. So I'm going by what sells. And as always, especially with the tomatoes and so forth, whatever doesn't sell is what I plant. But I will this year intentionally take a flat and hold it back for just myself. Because I am going to regrow all of the My Ukraine series. Wherever I was able to save seeds, I'm going to use those seeds. But yeah. And then the other one that I didn't get to save seeds from was the heart of the striped toad. And honestly, that was probably one of my best tasting tomatoes last year, so I need to regrow that too. But as for what people want to buy, they wanted to buy sauce and paste tomatoes, so I got a ton of those. They are very interested in microdwarfs, and I have between 75 and 80 microdwarf varieties. Am I going to start that many? No. I will probably start realistically maybe like 20 to 25 varieties. And then hanging basket tomatoes are really popular. People want those. I had one specific request for the chocolate stripe. I've had requests for Berkeley pink tie-dye, bloody butcher. So I've had some specific requests that I will start. But other than that, it's like I tell people, if you don't tell me what you want, you're going to be stuck with what I want to start. And when I make the assertion that I have the largest collection of heirloom tomatoes in Southwest Washington State, I 100% stand on that, because I am sitting now with well over 2,000 varieties in my collection. So anyway, that is what's been going on. Thank you for joining me for the seed haul, and talk to you later.